Well, howdy y'all, and welcome back to Venture the Terrain. We're the crew that ain't scared to get a little mud on the tires, a little sweat on the brow, and a whole lot of fun out on the trails. If you're new around here, do yourself a favor and slap that subscribe button like it just told you it ran out of beer. And don't forget to ring that bell so you don't miss any of our wild adventures and gear talk. Now today, we're gonna chew the fat about a question that sparked more campfire debates than who makes the best jerky. What overlanding platforms are worth your attention? But we ain't gonna just spitball here. We're talking real rigs, real models, real years, and the trims that'll haul your gear, your buddies, and your dreams into the wild without giving up or breaking your bank. We'll cover what to look for, what to avoid like a rattlesnake in your sleeping bag, and what upgrades will turn your rig from me to heck yeah. First up on our list is the Toyota Land Cruiser 100 series from 1998 to 2007. Now this baby is like the granddaddy of overlanding rigs. Sturdy, dependable, and tough as a $2 steak. It comes with that trusty 4.7-liter V8 that hums smoother than a fiddle on a porch swing. The full-time four-wheel drive and center diff lock give you grip in places where your grandma's slippers wouldn't dare tread. We recommend hunting down a 2003 to 2007 model with the 5-speed automatic transmission. That setup's slicker than snot on a doorknob. One thing to watch is the active height control, AHC suspension. It's fancy, but can fail and leave you sitting lower than a limbo stick. Most folks yank it out and slap on a solid coil suspension like Old Man Emu or Dobinson's. For upgrades, slap on a 2.5 to 3-inch lift, toss on some 33 or 35-inch tires. You might need to massage the fenders a bit and install front and rear steel bumpers with a winch. Don't forget rock sliders for when the trail gets spicy, a rear drawer system to keep your gear tidy, a fridge slide to keep the cold stuff cold, and a dual battery setup for running lights and gizmos without killing your starter. Avoid rust, especially on the tailgate and frame, and don't buy one smelling like gear oil and broken dreams. Next up, the Lexus GX 470 from 2003 to 2009. Think of it as the Land Cruiser's posh cousin who still ain't afraid to get mud on its fancy shoes. It rocks the same 4.7-liter V8, but with heated leather seats, DVD player, and all the bells and whistles to keep the family quiet on those long haul days. Try to find one equipped with KDSS if you want to hug those mountain curves like Dale Earnhardt at Daytona, but still wheeling like a mountain goat. Watch out for a cracked dashboard. That thing's about as fragile as a soap bubble in a porcupine's den. And keep an eye on timing belt and water pump maintenance, which needs to be done every 90,000 miles. If it's got the AHC suspension, same advice as the Land Cruiser. Rip it out and get a proper lift. Upgrades: Ironman Foam Cell Pro or Dobinson suspension lifts, 33 or 34-inch tires, aftermarket upper control arms if you're gonna flex it hard, snorkel for water crossings, sliders, roof tent, rear tire swing out, and maybe onboard air if you want to feel fancy. It's perfect for folks who like their trucks rugged but their coffee fancy. Now let's get weird with the Chevy Astros all-wheel drive van from 2003 to 2005. This one's the mullet of overlanding rigs. Business in the front, party in the back. You won't see these cruising the dunes often, but man, when they do, they surprise you. Look specifically for all-wheel drive models, preferably cargo vans, if you want to build a DIY camper that doubles as a stealthy off-road machine. Check for rust around the wheel wells and doors, and make sure the rear diff and transfer case aren't leaking or clunking. Upgrade it with a 2 to 3-inch lift kit from Journeys Off-Road. Throw on some 30 to 31-inch all-terrain tires, a roof rack for all your gear, solar panels for power, and maybe a high top if you want stand-up room inside. Build a sleeping platform, install some drawers for storage, and insulate the heck out of it so you can camp in the mountains without shivering. If you're feeling gutsy, weld in a rear locker, but don't tell your insurance company. We don't want them fainting on you. It's a weird rig, but cheap enough to leave plenty of cash for a mini fridge and a CB radio for good measure. Speaking of big rigs, the 4D Series 4x4 van from 1995 to 2003 with the Quigley or U-joint conversions is like bringing a school bus-sized party to the trailhead. These beasts haul everything and everyone. bikes, dogs, kids, tools, even your mother-in-law, and still have room to change socks inside. Look for the 7.3 Power-stroke diesel if you're lucky, or the V10 Triton gas engine if you like the sound of a gas guzzler with guts. If you don't have one already converted to four-wheel drive, you gotta call U-Joint Off-Road and prep your wallet cause this ain't cheap. Upgrades include a 4-inch lift, 35 or 37-inch tires, don't skimp on the beef here, full camper conversions with beds, drawers, fridges, solar panels, and maybe even a 50-gallon water tank if you want to really rough it in style. Onboard air systems, lockers and heaters for those cold desert nights round out this rolling palace. Downsides? These rigs are heavy and thirsty. MPG stands for many precious gallons, but hey, so does fun. Next, let's talk about the Nissan Xterra Pro 4X from 2005 to 2015. This one's a rugged bulldog that don't get nearly enough love. Stocky, tough, and built for mischief. The Pro 4X comes standard with a rear locker and solid frame. Watch out for what some call the strawberry milkshake of death. The transmission overheating on hot climbs. The fix? Bypass the radiator or slap on a heavy-duty transmission cooler right away. Timing chain guides wear out and sound like gremlins on a sugar rush. And suspension bushings are about as durable as wet tissue paper. Upgraded with a 2 to 3 inch lift using Bilstein or Nistec shocks. Fit 33-inch tires easily, though 35 needs some trimming and fiddling. Steel bumpers, a winch, rear swing-out tire carrier, and a drop-in drawer system from Goosegear or similar. Add a light bar for extra yeehaw factor. This rig's for the folks who want to stand out but still keep it reliable and easy to maintain. Here's a sleeper pick that'll turn heads and leave folks scratching their heads. The Volvo XC70 from 2001 to 2007. Hear me out! It's the stealthiest overlander out there, with its all-wheel drive system, turbocharged engine, and tank-like build, dressed up like your friendly neighborhood librarian. Perfect for folks who like trail mix jazz and keeping it weird. Look for the 2.5T engine with Holdex all-wheel drive, and if you're lucky, find a manual transmission, but those are rarer than a no bugs in your tent night. Lifted with kits from Elevate or DIY Spacer Mods, slap on 28 to 29-inch all-terrains, add custom skid plates, a comfy sleep setup in the back, window screens, solar panels, and a roof box or tent for all your gear. Folks might laugh when they see you rolling in this rig, till you pass them on a snowy trail with a mug of hot cocoa in hand, smiling like you just won the lottery. For the oddballs who like to get creative, the Honda Element all-wheel drive is an ugly duckling but solid as a rock. Easy to rinse clean, reliable, and surprisingly roomy inside. The first-gen Toyota Tundra Access Cab with the 4.7 V8 is another great choice. Good bed space for gear or sleeping, solid engine, and parts everywhere. The Jeep Liberty CRD diesel offers torque and personality if you like a bit of a challenge. And the Mitsubishi Montero, especially the 2.5 or 3rd gen, is a budget-friendly rig with serious off-road cred. So there you have it, y'all. More rigs than you can shake a stick at, from posh cruisers to odd vans and stealthy wagons. Each has its quirks, its perks, and its must-dos for upgrades and maintenance. Drop your favorite builds or wild stories in the comments below, and let's swap some dirt talk. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the ride. Subscribe if you ain't part of the family yet, and ring that bell so you're always first in line for the next adventure. From all of us here at Venture the Terrain, keep your tanks full, your coolers cold, and remember, if you ain't got a little mud under your nails, you're just wasting good gas.